Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. And look who's here with me today. It's Sarah. Sarah's back. I'm very happy. I'm very happy when Sarah's here. And I'm still putting on my nails because I had to wear these today. Had to wear these today. They are, hang on. They are happy. It's like a happy storm. They're hearts. It's a happy clouds raining
Showering
love,
with love. Yeah.
showering with love and hearts and all of that. So I'm putting those on as we speak. So but I will pull up the overlay, and it's blue today. Let me see if I got one that's blue.
I will scooch accordingly.
You
Oh,
you don't need to
yes.
scooch. You don't need to scooch. Okay. Hello. Welcome. You can't even see. It says welcome on the flag. I am here 365 days of the year to take your questions, your political questions specifically. So just put your questions in the chat, and then just before I come on, 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. And if you are watching this on replay, thank you. Hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are there. And we timestamp them as we go because Sarah's going to be helping me today. It's really sweet.
Yes.
And then there are drawings. Whenever we hit another thing, like we hit 14,000, thank you, subscribers, and then when we hit 15,000, we will have more drawings. That's all. Okay. So let me switch back.
And y'all get me 2 days in a row, except for today. I'm here the whole time. So
that's a good day. Yes. That is a good day.
You. Well, yes.
Okay. And the we're absolutely just divine spirit. Please pour divine energy into Florida. Please calm the storm. Please give everyone hope. Please fill all of Florida and all the surrounding areas, all the families, all the people, all those who love them, with divine energy, higher and higher vibration for health, for safety, for happiness, for the good of all. Bless. Okay. All right. I am. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to hear there's an active shooter. Goodness gracious. Nikki's saying the hearing will be on at 2 Eastern.
Hold, please. Hang on.
Because they had
announced yesterday they were postponing it.
Yeah.
And if all they did was postpone it for an hour, that's some. Ooh, I've got to watch my mouth because that would be some mess. Mess.
I'll do it, but it a little last minute, guys. All right,
I'm not seeing. Yeah, Nikki, I'm not. Yeah, well, they didn't cancel. Lisa, they just postponed it because there are folks. Yeah, be rescheduled at a later date. Yeah, it's not on. It's not today. Okay. Whoo, y'all! I was about to come out my seat for a second. No, because there are, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of the representatives on the committee are based in Florida, and unlike some politicians, Cruz, they want to be near their constituents when natural disaster strikes so they can do their job. Imagine that.
Care about their constituents. What a novel idea.
Right? But since the hearing kind of went today, and then everything's all everywhere, being here is twofold. For one, we figured we'd just have a party, and I'm from Louisiana. We do hurricane parties anyway. And for two, it keeps me from worrying. Yes, yeah, hurricane parties. It's where you all hang out during the storm, and you try not to think about all the stuff, so you just hang out and have a good time.
Oh,
Usually we do it with copious amounts of alcohol. We won't do that today. But,
hey, don't let me stop you.
Right?
I don't drink, but hey,
Right?
It works. But you were going to say something else.
Oh, no. That was it. So, oh, goodness. So, yeah. So we're here, and we're just going to plow through and hang out with you guys and just support each other. So,
yep. And we have many questions to go through. So, Melba says, how many hurricanes and do you drink at a hurricane party?
Until you lose count.
Okay, I think I'm in a category 5.
I guess that's until a light breeze knocks you over, then you're good. So yes. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Alexandra. Okay, so I don't know if it's just because of the storm or what, but my anxiety, I can feel it. It's just
a collective energy. Everybody's all
yep. And you've got you said you yourself were worried?
I've got one of my childhood best friends is in St. Pete's, which is right over there where Kathy is, and it's right near Tampa, which is the eye's going to go over where they're at. And so I'm like, So, yeah.
Oh, boy. So I need to take these. So we're going to start today. We're going to jump in, I guess.
Yes. And thank you, Kristen, for your help today. We are going to, real quick for a funny, do we want to show the picture that I sent you from Twitter and my
Sure.
faux pas this morning?
Oh,
if
yeah.
You need a laugh.
Yeah. Are you just share it, or do you want me to?
If you could, that'd be great, because I have an issue. It doesn't like me when I share. I don't know why. Okay. So, I was scoping
just for
out.
fun, just because it's silly and fun.
Yes, and to show y'all how scatterbrained I am today. So this, in and of itself, right, does not appear to be. There's nothing untoward about this. It's just it's a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Except I was in such a hurry trying to grab things, and my brain was so scattered that for a hot second with the link there, I literally thought Keith Olbermann had an OnlyFans.
Oh, and then why?
Yeah. I was like, when did Olbermann get an OnlyFans?
Gives meaning to there's a new poll out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, it does. So, yeah. So that's to sort of show you where my brain's at today. This is going to be a very interesting stream. So, okay. Having said all that, at 9:25.
Okay, where are we starting?
Okay, Maggie Haberman's new Trump book asserts that Trump found Kushner effete. Is that what we said? How we said?
Effete.
Effete, excuse me, which could mean both effeminate and ineffectual. And
I
said
I think we know which one. And I agree with you. We're amazed he knows that word.
Yeah, I was like, what? He pulled out his whole 25-cent words. Yeah, that's a good silver dollar on that one. That's yeah. And said that Kushner sounded like a child when he spoke. Trump also had to be talked out of firing Ivanka and Kushner via a tweet by John Kelly, of all people. Is this indicative that Trump is able to throw Ivanka under the bus should the time come?
He almost fired his daughter
Via tweet.
Via tweet. I wonder when that was. Wonder what was going on there.
It did not say. It was not. It was apparently whenever Kelly was there. So during whatever time Kelly was. Yeah.
So is there an Ivanka-shaped speed bump?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not. Yeah.
I mean, if it comes down to it, yeah.
Okay, I need to wall off some of that general anxiety. He is a screaming narcissist. Do you guys remember the story about how when Trump was going to go to a baseball game with Junior, Sniffy Senior was going to go to a baseball game with Sniffy Junior when he was in college, and he showed up. He showed up at the college to pick him up, and Junior was wearing, a baseball cap and a baseball jersey, and allegedly, Trump decked him, hit him, and said, "Go put on a suit." Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
And recently, Junior he was doing one of his guys, his
I'm going to get tickled if you start doing that again, because as you're right, I'm still, yeah.
Where he sits in his office and with what is that thing over his shoulder? It's very strange. It's very okay. Anyway, and he was talking about his father, and if he wasn't such a jerk, I'd feel sorry for him. The way he was saying how, how his father, is harsh with him and is always harsh with him and all this kind of stuff. So it isn't that. I mean, even if Ivanka's the favorite, even if the princess is the favorite, that's not necessarily
enough.
It isn't enough. It isn't, the best of what,
Well, I think all of this is proven with Tiffany that being the least favorite, it could be a very good thing. I mean, the one that is least included is a very good thing, because that's how you stay not in jail. So yeah.
Really what's going on right now is, I'm going to make myself big for just a second here.
Sure.
See the cards. Fruits of labor. Labor, not labor. If you include, if you think of defrauding banks, the government, et cetera, is labor. Yeah. So that's the problem. Secrets, aggressive law enforcement. There are contracts and there are things that she signed. There's absolute corruption there, and there's absolute upset there. There isn't anything specific about her in the first cards, as in she's just like everybody else, maybe? Let me see what I've got here. Because it doesn't feel like, going after the men. It just...
Yeah.
Ivanka. they have very good astrology, and if he was healthy, he would be a great father to her because they have great astrology, and he'd be very supportive. But he is a malignant narcissist and a rotten human being, and walking embodiment of all 7 deadly sins. So
Yes. Rachel brings up a good point. The scapegoat child often ends up being more competent at life than the golden child.
And she was, if you recall, though, I mean, she wasn't just trying to be an advisor to her father. Princess wasn't just trying to be advisor to father. She was trying to be first lady. Remember the number of times that she and plastic surgery got kind of were at odds with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a some kind of rally or something in the Rose Garden that shouldn't have been happening toward the end of before the election, and Ivanka, the princess, she spoke, and then she turned around and her father was there with his third wife. And if you watch the what parts of the face move, no, I'm sorry, she's just vile.
She's over plastic. Yeah.
Oh, I don't, and if somebody, if somebody decides to do something or for some reason, or they have a, problem, that's one thing. It's these people in particular.
Yes.
They are so vile. They are so cruel. They are so awful. I have nothing nice to say about them. But if you had plastic surgery and you came to me, I'd be like, hey, how you doing?
Right.
But anyway, Ivanka turned around, and the look on whatever her name is,
Melania.
Melania, Ava Braun. The look on Ava Braun's face was like went from smiling, and I'm guessing that the princess, she turned around, she like ignored the third wife entirely and smiled at her father and went on, because the look on Ava Braun's face, it was just yeah. Alexander says it personifies their fakeness. Yeah, exactly. And again, I don't have a problem with somebody has plastic surgery.
Yeah.
But when you have this perfect view of the universe and it involves hurting kids, the whole, no. Right now, he's talking about his kids in the sense of my children, my children, my children, because he's figured out that it works well with the MAGA crowd. They go after my children, your adult children who are around about 40 years old. Please. So for now, it feels like for now, they're okay. But will they be? This feels very I don't know that, I'm not saying it's guaranteed to change. I'm saying it's for right now.
Yeah.
It feels very like not deep roots.
Right.
And Grift Co. is about to get hit really hard. And she signed stuff.
Oh yeah.
So you're on your own. I have to agree with you, Lucky Girl. Plastic is just fine, especially if it's bubble wrap, so we can encase Dolly Parton in it. Yes, we need to protect. She's a national treasure. I love Dolly Parton. Who doesn't love Dolly Parton? She's
weird
amazing.
People.
She when she was like in the car or whatever, and she was writing songs, she'd use her false nails. She was writing her song. That is so awesome. Anyway.
Dolly is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky, Ivanka and Melania both had the warmth and compassion of a porcupine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Ugh.
Hey.
What about I don't know. There's something. It feels like there's something here about Kushner, but I don't know what. Something about the being called effete. Kushner's not going to like that at all. That feels like it really bothers Kushner when he's treated that way. But he's always come up as a page. He's always been the Page of Pentacles. He's never come up as a reasonable, responsible adult. He always comes up as a permanent, selfish child.
Well, then will he let the name calling get to him publicly?
Is he going to turn against Trump? My Manx is saying Dolly is humble and honest, and that's why people love her. She's real. Absolutely. Darren says Dolly never forgot where she came from. Money and fame never went to her head. Good human being. Yeah, I just read an article. She's donating just a ton of books to some very young children who otherwise wouldn't have any access to books.
Oh yeah, the Imaginarium Library. Yeah, she's been doing it for quite a while. She's amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, she's doing like an extra thing right now.
Oh,
so there was an article about it, and she's just great. I love Dolly Parton. Aries Wanderer says, I don't begrudge anyone having plastic surgery. I always worry a little bit about some of this because I know some people take what I say the wrong way. My problem with Ava Braun is not the plastic surgery.
It's the fact that the rest of her is so fake. She can't produce any lifelike. I mean, just her personality, she's built her life around this fakeness that it literally exudes from every pore that she has.
It's this cruelty. It's this there's a lot of, for lack of a better term, I just made up a word, mannequinness. There's this cold plastic mannequin quality to Ava Braun, Princess, yeah, all of them really.
Well, yeah, and actually, right. And if you look in the context of what we're all saying, it's not the plastic surgery, because we're talking about the greatness of Dolly Parton, and I guarantee you, Dolly's had more work done than Ava Braun.
Yeah, and I don't care. I think that's
and we don't care because Dolly is amazing.
Yes.
So it's not the surgery; it's the fakeness and nastiness and coldness within that just exudes out of every pore.
Right.
So
it's the mannequin quality.
Yes, and I see that, Kristen. Thank you. Okay.
Lara Trump and son during the storm in what she calls a character building exercise. What?
She's got this video of her kid on a power wheel out in the storm because they're all in Florida. Yeah.
What's a power wheel?
Oh, the little cars that kids they run off batteries, like the little play jeeps and the yeah. So she's got her little child in the storm on a power wheel, doing different things in the middle of the storm. There's a video.
Weren't we okay? Before we came on, Sarah and I were watching the weather news, and they were talking about how some of the clouds, there was a hook forming on some of the clouds, and it's like and someone who lives in Illinois, I know exactly what that is. That's tornado, scary.
And naders are coming. Yes.
Yeah, and then I showed Sarah, the clip from Hal Sparks' comedy years ago where he was talking about living in a tornado area,
Mm-hmm.
tornado,
Mm-hmm.
and how it's basically God's way of saying, look, you can live there, you can live there, but all of this is mine. Crash, 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 what have you. And he played it for laughs, but
But
a little car. You know what happens to little cars in strong
and
winds?
the kid is crying, and she's making him go outside and play. I can't watch that right now. I don't have
The kid's crying?
Mm-hmm, yeah. So I can't. Horrible people are going to be horrible.
This is Lara Trump.
Mm-hmm.
People, their cruelty knows no bounds.
What are we reading on?
We're reading on Lara Trump. What's going to happen to her? Eric's wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Phyllis says, you can tell the little guy doesn't want to be in the pouring rain. Lara's laughing. True. Linda Kingsley, Trump likes mannequins around him. Jared, Ivanka, Hope Hicks. You're absolutely right. He likes mannequins around that kid. Linda, that's on the nose. You got it. You nailed it. Yeah, this was not a good look for her. That was not a good communication. Oh, I was not blessed with children. Okay. And I understand from the outside just a fraction of how difficult it is to raise children. And that I am very much someone who's not I'm gonna try really, really hard to not judge people's parenting unless it's something egregious, because even the things about you let the kid sleep on the floor in your bedroom, and then eventually you get the kid sleeping in their own room, but they're for a while. And then some people are like all up in arms that you're letting the kid sleep on the floor of your bedroom, and and the kid isn't sleeping on his own yet. And I don't do that. I don't.
Right.
What do I know?
Right.
But child endangerment? Thank you, Marby. Thank you.
Very sweet, Marby. And thank you again, Net.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Oh, motherhood, the great mother.
Ugh.
4 of Cups. This is a refusal. This is a refusal of an emotional appeal. This is a bully.
Mm-hmm.
9 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Yeah, this, I'm not getting that she's going to be necessarily like the police are going to come, but there are people, I think all of us and others are not happy. How Sarah, please help me here, because I mean I don't have human kids.
No.
How can you put your child in danger like that?
You don't. It's okay. It's no different. If there were a volcano eruption,
okay,
would you dangle your child over lava flow for the IG pics?
Good God, no.
This is a natural disaster. There are wind gusts up over 100 miles an hour all over the state at the moment. Some places it's lighter where there's only 40 miles an hour. Okay. Well, let's say hypothetically you live there. A power wheel weighs 50 pounds max, maybe. Usually they're much lighter. That kid weighs maybe 60 pounds. He's not big. He's no more than 2. I don't know. But a wind gust, a good wind gust, could blow that baby across the. I mean, will it blow him down the street? No. Could it blow him across the driveway where he could fall and actually injure himself? Yes. Would it be traumatic? Well, being outside with the howling wind and rain, is that traumatic? Yes. At no point one should not traumatize their children for funsies. There's just, look at how many YouTube people have been canceled or had their children taken away in some cases because that was their shtick. They built their entire personalities over traumatizing their kids for laughs. How is this any different?
Teach the kids to be tough. It's a tough world. Yeah, the world is plenty tough. That's why your home needs to be a place where they feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the dynasty. Yeah, and the kid's traumatized, and the kid's just going to be traumatized, and this is going to weaken foundational senses of safety.
Mm-hmm.
Lady, blankety, blank, 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 blank. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. I have a funny.
Spiral eye. A flying anything could come from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Random trash can lid from the neighbor, anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So here's to me, this is absolutely hilarious.
Okay.
We're gonna switch lanes.
Okay.
Because we need to.
Yeah.
So at 3240, Trump has just thrown his hat in the ring to be a peace negotiator between Russia and Ukraine. He believes that he can bring peace no one else has been able to.
Is he going to bring the classified documents, the top secret classified documents, to give to the Russians?
I don't know.
Roll up with them in hand. So he's actually offering.
Yes, and he posted on Truth. Yes, only he can prevent forest fires. All he says, yet.
Jay Brumley, yes. LOL, the Russian asset? Yeah.
Yes.
Lola Belly's angling for a Nobel Prize. Oh my gosh. What am I reading on? Okay, I'll just pull 3 cards and see what we get.
Yeah. Nothing else. This is a palate cleanser, guys. So
yeah.
Bear with.
Well, that is quite the message. That is, quite the message. Oh, the victory!
Okay.
The victory.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to take him up on it, and he's a thief. Especially since he just had classified documents he was not supposed to have. So what, you think that they're going to put you over there with a country you are suspected of. Kushner was trying to set up a back channel directly to Russia through the Russian embassy at the beginning of your administration.
And they're kind of in this position, Ukraine is, because of Trump.
Yeah, good point.
So Zelensky's not going to sit at a table with him.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
So after the whole, I don't know, perfect phone call, gonna make another perfect phone call. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a good little palate cleanser. Okay. And now we just get even that's not even the most bizarre thing of the day. It's really not. This one is not as funny, but it's
I'm so glad you're here with me today. I would hate to do this by myself.
This one,
everybody in the chat, thank you for being here. You save me from insanity daily. But today in particular, okay, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, so at 3610, this one is even more. What the? Not quite as funny though. Michigan rep, Debbie Dingell believes Trump prank called her after her husband died. Her husband died. She voted to impeach Trump. Her husband died. She gets a call from what she says is Trump, who is pretending to be a Washington Post, reporter, and who is trying to be very indelicate about things, and supposedly is trying to get a scoop and asking questions about, well, how do you really feel about Trump, and would your husband have felt the same way? And what is going on? I don't understand.
Do we have any idea when this happened?
One moment, please. It was at least after the first impeachment.
Thank
you. It's in Haberman's book, so it's yeah.
Will this even register in history?
I don't how cognitively off do you have to be?
You have to be a malignant narcissist. This is the person who would call up and pretend to be his own PR person.
Why would you prank call a woman whose husband just died?
I don't think it was a prank. I don't think it was a prank. I think it's narcissism. He wanted to know. He saw that she lost her husband, which would mean she is particularly vulnerable. And people who are narcissists like this, they love that. They are drawn to that like a moth to a flame, because they see someone who can be manipulated, who can be used, where they can damage them.
Yes.
It's easy to get past our defenses, and you can do some damage. And you'd think, why would anyone do that? And the reason we think that is because we're not narcissists. Yeah. And these people like Trump, and unfortunately there are more people like Trump, they don't see the world the way we do. They don't see people the way we do. This is the truth coming out. There's a temperance card and a partnership card behind it, which is just decent people being decent. And then comes the super secret garbage. He was mad at her because she voted to impeach him.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was a death. And then he wanted to see what he could get from her, manipulate her, see if he could get her to say nice things about him. If he could, he saw weakness.
Yeah.
He saw damage
It's
and
like a
weakness.
shark with blood. Yeah.
Yeah, and his little fifis were hurt, and he was hoping to manipulate her.
The lurking lady is correct. It's an emotional vampire. No offense to other vampires.
We're apologizing to vampires.
Sorry, let's back. You're good. So.
Oh.
What? What are we owing?
Hang on. Share screen. She's older, but she's an attractive blonde.
Ah.
These are exactly the women in New York, the wives of his peers, as it were, who he
wouldn't give him a time of day.
Well, wouldn't give him a time of day, but they're the ones he would take out furniture shopping, and he would mess with. This goes back to the kind of garbage he was doing in New York City.
Wow.
He is sick. And we cannot, it is hard for me to even wrap my head around how sick he is. Even when stuff like this comes up, it's just, but we cannot underestimate him. I mean, there comes a point with people like this, and the reason that I still talk about Trump is I will keep speaking out against this kind of fascism, this kind of cruelty, but also a warning. Do not give him the benefit of the doubt. Do not think there is anything he will not do. Seriously, there is no floor, there is no bottom, there is no depth. He will not sink to if he's in the mood for it. And when you have people like this in your life, for the sake of your sanity, you have to get away from them. You have to build serious, heavy-duty boundaries. And there's some people in my life in the past I will never speak to again as long as I live. Period. Done. We're done. We're done. So yeah. M. Kelpie says his favorite story is the snake story. There's a reason for that. I knew I was a snake before you let me in.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, we're going to take another lane change here. We're still in Trump land.
Okay. Let's go. Let's get in our golf cart. Let's go around this little property, this little cul-de-sac.
Okay. 43:45. Thank you, Geek Hillbilly.
Thank you.
Okay. Rhonda asks, the vendors who can digitize the remaining non-classified docs for Trump seem to be unwilling to do so without payment up front. Will Trump get this done? Will the DOJ get reimbursed by Trump for the costs for the special master?
They asked for it. They should have to pay for it.
That's right.
And if it gets to the point where they're like, you guys need to pay for it up front, because they literally won't take it. And if they aren't willing to pay up front, then are we done with the special master?
Yeah, because I mean, the thing about it is that they're billing him is ridiculous. He's liable for bankruptcy any day now.
Right. That's the other thing.
And so it's, I mean, even if he did pay his bills, I mean, even if he did, he's not going to have anything to pay them with soon.
This feels, actually, what this feels like is a huge painting. Huge painting. And I think one of those big, Rembrandts, that are 15 feet high and 30 feet long, or, whatever. And it's like, that's Trump's criminality. And this feels like there's like a building in the background, and there's like a little alleyway between the buildings. That's what it feels like. It's like we're looking at that.
Yeah.
That's the mental image I'm getting. I agree, Fran. Couldn't they just make him go to jail? Page of Pentacles. Pay up. It's not that much money. You asked for this. You pay for it. And nobody trusts you, so they're not willing to do the work without you paying up front. Ugh. Chariot. Delay tactics. Knight of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Temperance. Government. He was trying to delay, and all of this stuff. It's not going to work.
No.
I've got a temperance card. I've got the government here. It's just you can do whatever you want. You can try. But we have the classified documents. That's the basis of with this stuff against you. And it's not only the government the DOJ bringing charges, it's the judge as well being like, or any kind of governmental part of this, I should say. Yeah, this is a very tiny very, very minor thing in a massive tapestry painting, or whatever, tapestry, yes, of criminality. So it's not gonna, it's a hill of beans.
It's a mosaic of malarkey.
Yes, it is. It is an epic painting of. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, we have our last question concerning Trump and J6 and whatnot. Although this, so, let's see here at 4820. Okay. During the filming of Roger Stone's documentary, Stone said, "We have 132 congressmen on our side." Will any of these 132 congressmen be held accountable and removed from office? And would any of their identities shock us? Obviously, we know who some of them are. I mean, Gates,
Cruz,
Boebert. Well, Cruz is Senate, but
no,
that includes. Yeah, it includes both. You're right. Yeah, but yeah, Green. Yeah, Hawley.
God. He's running the distance. He's running for speed.
All alone. Okay, I gotta stop before we get Anyway, although it's cool as K card, they probably be fine with it. Pentacles, the King of Pentacles.
Republicans. These are the muckety muck of the Republican Party. Two of wands, ace of wands, 8 of cups, queen of pentacles, queen of cups. They will find out. They do know. January 6th, DOJ, what have you. Looking at communication, actions taken. This is evidence, collecting evidence against the whole group of these guys. These cards are really straightforward. Much will be revealed. Much. And
Good.
over here, at least, I've got a hemmed in, as in to people being held accountable. Let me throw 3 cards on that. Oof. Have you seen the? I think I sent you. Did I send you the tweet where it was actually a group of text messages between insurrectionists?
I think I remember that. Yes.
It was just
Atrocious.
and out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fool. 9 of wands. Moon. Those who are following the fool will feel very beaten up, and there'll be a lot of chaos. People being held accountable and people being named. It feels very much like people being named and shamed. Yeah, there is much that's going to come out. So
okay. Well, we're gonna take a second and let's get some. We need some good vibes for a minute. So I feel like we're on the other one. Stretch.
Yeah, we do this on the other live
channel.
stream. And,
Yes.
and Sarah, I was saying one day, look off in the distance, relax your eyes for a second, because you're focusing on one distance for so long. You give yourself eye strain if you don't, use different muscles. And every now and then, and all of this. And then Sarah took it up and it made it really, really charming about, okay, don't forget to stretch, caffeinate, hydrate, caffeinate.
Look off into the
distance. All right, so that's what Sarah says. Well, then Sarah isn't there because she takes at least one day off a week. And so I'm trying to come up with it. So I'm trying to remember and put it back together my way. And it came out as, okay, hydrate, caffeinate, stretcherate.
I love that. I'm going to steal that. That is fabulous.
Oh, the point, you haven't heard that.
Oh my gosh, no, that is amazing.
You weren't there. It never dawned on me. You haven't heard that. I've been saying that for months. Yes, hydrate, caffeinate, stretcherate. I've been saying that for months.
Stretcherate. That is genius.
Oh, thank you.
Genius with a G, not a J. Genius. Okay. All right. Now that we've buoyed up the energy real quick.
Okay.
At 53:25. All right. So as we know, Ian has picked up speed to nearly category 5 and shifted paths slightly with its new exit path squarely over Daytona Beach.
Jeez.
Will DeSantis be adequately prepared to handle the needs of his people in the aftermath of a storm so big, even the Waffle Houses have closed?
Do you want to explain as I shuffle? Do you want to explain to our foreign viewers what the Waffle House? What's the significance of the Waffle Houses?
Okay, so Waffle Houses are a chain of restaurants. I lovingly refer to them as redneck hibachi grills, because, like a traditional hibachi grill, you can see they're made like old timey cafes from back in the 50s, where like you've got the bar and then you've got the cook at the grill who's doing all the stuff right in front of you. So, but Waffle Houses are 24 hours. They shut for nothing except extreme weather. Like it's got to be extreme. And previous governments, administrations, I know the Obama administration for natural disasters, I think they're the ones who started it, didn't they? the Waffle House meter, where you knew things were bad somewhere, and that FEMA was definitely going to have to get involved if if it was so bad that even the Waffle Houses have closed, and it's like an unofficial official thing. So if you're in an area and the weather is so bad that the Waffle Houses have shut down, it's not good. So
Yeah.
So the question being, is DeSantis going to do his job? Will he be able to adequately take care of things in the aftermath? So,
And at the end of today, at the end of this, I've got a very cute little cartoon to share with you guys. Little short, the one little image, which is very cute. Which put you in a good frame of mind.
fabulous. Lisa, no, it'll still be a. They're saying it's at least going to be bare minimum. If it hits at almost a 5 as fast as it's going, it'll still be a 3 at best. Probably still a 4 by the time it hits Daytona.
Well,
that's
the
what
good
I
news
heard this morning. I hope to be wrong.
Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, the cards are actually not bad. And I do not. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you. I do not. No surprise. I do not like DeSantis at all. But I don't want people to suffer.
No.
Actually, the reason I don't like DeSantis is I don't want people to suffer. So it is not actually breaking my heart that it looks like he's, at least there's a lot of worry. It is going to leave a mess. It is going to leave a huge mess. But he had a press conference this morning, and he was talking about the stuff that's already being moved into place. So yeah, and his diehard supporters, this will be a glorious moment for him. Which I don't like him, but this makes me happy that at least they're working with the federal government. They're working with local. They're working with volunteers, and people will be better off because it is going to be a huge mess. And when I read on this hurricane yesterday, I kept getting the death card, and so it was like, when people tell you to leave, please leave. When people tell you to do this, when the authorities are telling you to do this, that, or the other, please do this, that, or the other. So they'll put things back together. But this card feels a lot worse than it looks. There's going to be a lot of damage, but I get rebuilding. And that makes me happy.
Thank you, Jay Brumlin. Okay. Well, then, good. Maybe DeSantis will do what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. I don't want people to suffer.
No, not at all. Not at all. Okay. So at 58:55. All right. Lauren Bobblehead may have illegally used campaign finance funds to promote her new book. Will charges be forthcoming? She used campaign money to do ads for her book on her website and other places online.
Didn't she use money for her restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
And she's not in jail over that.
No. But I think she paid that back. I don't know if she could pay this back. I don't know.
I know her. I know when I hit her energy. It's sad. It's a sad situation and upbringing, and some bad situations, but also lack of self-esteem. Suddenly given some power and being rewarded and finally having some power in her life by embracing her worst self. That's what I get for Boebert. And there's a part of me that really feels sorry for her, but she's chosen to be awful.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the midichlorians. What is that stupid thing in Star Wars that makes no sense?
Yeah.
Really stupid. They should have just left it vague. But anyway, she's got the midichlorians. She has chosen the dark side. Yeah. And we've all got the midichlorians. And you can choose to be a Jedi or you can choose to be a Sith, and that is your choice. She has chosen to be a Sith.
Yes.
Tower. Yeah. Okay. We're starting with tower energy.
Does that mean we can call her Darth Bobble now?
There you go. Yeah. Okay. King of Cups. 7 of Cups. 2 of Swords. 2 of Wands. Page of Cups. Her power is waning. This is like the Biden administration, the Democratic power is on the rise still. Mm-hmm. And we're about to go into Pluto in Aquarius, so there's going to be even more of that we energy, and conservatism doesn't work well with we energy. It works well with me energy. Yeah. And this is all the confusion in her life, the choices she's made. And this is just dumb. I do what I want. I communicate the way I want. This could be the ads. She just gets smaller and meaner. Her energy. She just gets smaller and meaner. Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands
says, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Bragwin says the more her power drains, the louder she screeches.
Yeah, she's trying to embrace this party, embrace this movement, these people that allow her to have some power, but it's not going to end well for her. And those are metaphorical legal swords through her metaphorical heart. So yeah, it's going out with a whimper.
Yeah. Well, so goes one Barbie twin. Here comes the other. At 104.15. Marge compared Dems to hogs while she hunts them from a helicopter in a new campaign video.
Pardon?
She did a new campaign video where it's her and a gun in a helicopter hunting hogs, but instead of hogs, it's Democrats shooting them. Comparing Democrats to hogs. Okay. Will this incite violence for MAGAs, and will she be held accountable? I,
Hogs. Hog hunting with MTG.
mhm.
Share. I gotta share at least a couple of seconds of this because I need to. What?
Yeah.
We've got skyrocketing inflation, high diesel fuel, and Democrats' America Last policies. Democrats aren't the only one destroying farmers' ability to put food on the table. We've got wild hogs destroying farmers' fields. So we decided to go hog hunting.
Oh my gosh. And she's smiling over a
Let's
dead.
help American farmers out. Sign up below and let's go in that helicopter and go hog hunting. Enter to win now.
Have you lost your mind? That poor thing. I'm not saying that that isn't a problem and that they don't need to be moved or what.
So,
You killed something.
and we're joyous about it.
You killed something in your video by I'm with you guys. Tam saying, Joanne saying, oh my gosh. Tam saying, what a disgrace. Lurking Lady says, wow, no words. Trillium Terror saying, what the heck is wrong with her? Sandy Miller says, oh, the hate permeating from her. It's disgusting. Yes. B. Smith says, a deplorable. Yes, Scott, from a helicopter. Yes, from a helicopter. Yes, aren't you big and tough?
Yeah. No, Marie, I totally get that wild hogs can't. Yeah, I know, and this does happen. It's usually done not as sport like. It's and
Not as a political ad.
right. Yeah. Oops, sorry. So sorry.
Hermit. Yeah, not exactly building a coalition. Knight
You
of
make
Wands.
yourself bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not exactly going to build friends. Yeah. Not building bridges here. Look how big and tough I am in my, even with the leg out the helicopter, out of the helicopter with her gun. This was a dumb decision. This was this is bad. Oh, Paul is saying she killed a baby hog. I can't, people today. I cannot with people today. You guys, bless you. Thank you for being here. I don't know what I would do without you because right now, my belief in the ultimate overall goodness of humanity is taking a beating today.
Yeah. Between her and Laura, lovely people.
Animal rights groups are going to be Empress. Oh yes, this is the big strong woman, the leader with a, what kind of gun was that? And this is not good for her. I saw one of the other videos. The title of it was about MTG's bat blank crazy hang on. What was this? Kelly says she's preaching to her choir. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, wait, it jumped. Isabel saying, "You may hug my guinea pigs and cat for comfort." Oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
The little sweeties. Sweet Sugar Jones says, "A base eats it up." This is beyond. This isn't just, oh, look, I'm big and tough. She actually shot and killed something in her political ad. She took
while comparing it to Democrats. Yes. I mean, it's one of those things when there's a bad part of it, but wait, there's more. There's another bad element of it, but wait, there's more, and it just compounds. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
An AR-15. Oh, I understand. Sorry, I'm having trouble controlling this. Fiorella says I had to mute the video. Oh no, I understand. It makes me want to cry, literally. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh look, Joanne says I just searched if it's legal, what she did, and it is a violation of both state and federal law to sport hunt from an aircraft. She'll argue that it was
not sport hunting. They're saving crops.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Full moon, Ace of Pentacles. This actually, first of all, the big money she used to get, it's going to Trump now. It's not going to her. It feels like that's the thing that Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene and all these MAGA women keep forgetting. They just blissfully gloss over that whole political group is inherently about the patriarchy. It is inherently there is a misogynistic element to it, period.
Mm-hmm.
And there was somebody who was asking, will Trump choose Marjorie Taylor Greene as his vice president? No, she's a junkyard dog on the lawn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't get the feeling I get the feeling this is not going to go as well for her as she thinks.
Oh no. Mm-mm. No.
Dave says I won't eat anything that's been killed and won't kill anything either. I'm with you on that one. I'm vegan, but people are going to make their own decisions. And certainly if when my parents first got married, my father would go out and shoot rabbits because they had no money.
Yeah.
No money. And my mother became pregnant right away. And she said she ate so much rabbit. She was really afraid that my oldest sister was going to be born with a little fluffy cottontail.
Well, I mean, people have been living off the land for centuries and killing what they need for, and that's different to me anyway. I mean, it's
right.
You've got to, it's, but for sport, that's when it gets really, there's an ickiness to it. And this is icky squared. Yeah.
This is, and even other politicians are smart enough if they're going to do I'm one of the good old boys, I'm a hunter, they stand there with their shotgun, they stand,
Mm-hmm.
on the ground with their shotgun in their camo or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I go hunting, da 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 da. And they talk about it. And you're like, boy, whatever. This. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Because
Okay. Sorry.
just when I think surely one of these people have reached the bottom. Surely there's somebody here who cannot sink any lower. And years later, I've been doing this. I've had this channel for more than 4 years, and no, they still find. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, Trillium Terror. It is raffling off a hunt with her.
Mm. Okay. 1:15:45. We're now into Ukraine, Russia international news. So, because why not? We're already swimming in the deep.
No, I understand. I do have something cute at the end.
Okay, we're going to need that somewhat. Okay, I will promise you that nothing left is quite as bad as what we just did. So, we're on the upswing. So,
in Russia.
In Russia, which really says something about Marge when we have to go to Russia for brevity. Okay. All right. So, Russia shut down traffic at the border with Norway without prior cause or announcement. Are they planning on closing all borders soon?
Finland or Russia?
Russia. Russia has just started just randomly shutting down all their borders without announcement to traffic to go through. Like, they're not letting anybody out at all.
Oh, Dave, that makes me feel good. I'm a lot less angry than when I started to watch you.
Aw.
That makes it all worthwhile. It really does. Anna says, need kitty loves. Yes. Yes. People are on the defensive. People inside the country. People inside the country are on the defensive. Immense worry. People's children trying to flee. Scrambling any which way. If they can't go out this way, try to go out that way. If they can't get out that way, try to go this way. If they can't, blah, 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 blah. Nikki, is Kitty under his blanket? Yes, he is. And then Pumpkin's right there eating. There's Alf.
Oh, I see him.
Alf.
It's the Alfinator.
Yes, brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin. He's having a little food there. Oh, Kristen says they're putting recruiters on border crossings. Hanged Man. By the way, this temperance card, it feels like it's aimed at us. Take a deep breath. Okay. Hanged Man, Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
I don't know about the borders. I'm just getting a lot of people being sent to the front.
Yeah.
I'm just getting.
Which segs into the next question.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1:19:10. U.S. Embassy is urging Americans in Russia to leave now. Russia is indicating it may refuse to honor dual citizenships and will conscript dual nationals for military service. Will the embassy be able to get everybody out? The Americans out.
Linda Kingsley saying, I see a quiet Christmas. I hope Putin will be out of power, the war over for Christmas peace. That would be good. I see a quiet Christmas. I actually feel like things will be better at Christmas somehow. It feels like everything from the economy to world stuff to it just feels like it's a little bit better.
I'll take it.
It's a big fated point kind of thing. Get us out of here. Yeeks. Some.
Okay.
You'd have to, if as long as they can really focus on the diplomatic.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like you'd be talking about a massive airlift kind of air rescue, or they're not going to be able to get everybody. Alexander says, I agree. I get that too. Oh, good.
Okay. All right. We've got 2 more questions.
Okay.
We're doing good. Okay. Mel asks at 1:12:25, 21:25, excuse me. Who sabotaged the Nordstream 1 and 2 pipelines in international waters? Was it the Russians? There's 2 pipelines that are fuel pipelines, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Who sabotaged what was the name of the pipeline, please?
The Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines.
Who would benefit from that?
Who indeed?
Ten of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. Hierophant. Hermit. It's isolating. If Russia did this, would it increase the prices they could charge to people who are still buying their stuff?
I think so. Or if nothing else, it just eliminates competition, regardless. I mean, more people will be forced to get from them.
This is
I'm
a
understanding
government.
correctly.
Okay. This is a government, and this is it feels like Putin trying to the Russian trying to isolate someone else, and because their own economy is in free fall. Melbourne it puts in danger Russian gas pumping to Europe this winter. Which they're doing less and less of, aren't they? And the news is saying they think it's Russia.
Okay. Mel says Russia may blame NATO and use it to escalate. Well, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't put it past Russia to configure a false flag just to give them, oh yes, here's our reason. So.
And it's not letting me actually read any of the articles. Nuts Nuts Frogmen, a secretive branch of the Russian military, and underwater drones could have been deployed to blow up the strategically important supply route to cause grief in Europe. Huge bubbles erupted on the sea surface near the Danish island of Bornholm, a NATO member, following reports of explosions along the pipeline on Monday. Western leaders have accused Russia of sabotaging the line to stoke an energy crisis in Europe ahead of winter.
Well, that's just fun.
Queen of Swords, Four of Cups, to deny power. Yeah, sneakily to deny power. Faithful, like who you send down to do it. Yeah, the cards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that it?
No, we got one more.
Okay.
Okay, we got one
No,
more.
I'm here to read
your
your questions. I'm here to read your questions.
Yes.
By the way, I just want to throw this in quickly because I think it'll help. This is going to sound nuts. I mean, this is going to sound totally okay. But during one of the recent Patreon monthly live streams, we were reading on all kind of different things, and someone asked, "What do your like?" There was one person who was saying, they say like, "Oh, the stories I was telling were about people who got new decks, and then they actually did readings about their new decks," and I was like, I never thought, and if you think about it, I mean, every object can be a thought form. It's going to be a collection of energy. And the more energy you're putting through something or giving something, the more energy it's going to have. And something like this is my deck that I use every single day for big, heavy topics. So I thought, I wonder what, I would do a reading on my deck. Okay, I did it. This deck is a chipper little thing. It was like, okay, let's do the readings.
Yay, that is too cute.
And it was like, we're doing serious. It's like, that's okay. Let's do readings. That's what we're here to do. And it was just this chipper little thing. And it was like, really?
That's adorable.
It is. It's absolutely, the energy is just, it's like, do you remember in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Mm-hmm.
And you had the robot who was morose and miserable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he hated the doors because the doors were their whole being. They were so happy to open and close. Open the door. Glad to do it, Here, your door is open. Oh, the door's closed now. Thank you. Just happy. And that's what I got with this. Let's do some readings. Oh, he said it's your energy. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Sherlock says, I've interviewed my decks. Oh, interesting. Reese is a hyper deck. I didn't get hyper. I got chipper. Happy, and it was like, okay, good. All right. So Happy Deck is going to read on miserable autocrat.
Yes. And thank you, Teresa. It's very sweet. Okay. So at 1:29:15, we'll do that. 29:15. All right. North Korea fired 2 ballistic missiles the night before Vice President Harris's arrival to their southern neighbors. Will they succeed in inciting an international incident?
High Priestess, the Hermit Kingdom. 4 of Wands, full world. The world doesn't care about you. You are not important. Whoever's actually in charge over there right now, whether it's Kim Jong-un, whether it's his sister, whether it's other general,
Yeah.
whoever it is, you are not as important as you think you are. You're rattling sabers, whatever. We're going to act crazy. Your people are starving. COVID has probably decimated your country even worse in shape than it was in. You do this kind of garbage all the time. You can only incite. Here's the thing. Like in interpersonal relationships, you cannot control what other people do. You can only control your reaction to them. And the reaction of the world is, yeah, okay, I got lunch. Okay.
Yeah.
The good news is that they haven't done more than cry wolf because they know what would happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
The bad news is they're crying wolf with, really scary creatures to draw attention to it. So, yeah. Okay. Shall I share something pleasant? The thing
You absolutely should.
Okay. The thing I would like all of you to take with you today, all right, is this thought. Let me share. This is important. If you've stepped away or if you're just listening, come back just for a minute, because this is what I want you to take away today and think about. All right. One of my favorite places on the internet is a Twitter account called Wholesome Memes. Okay. And this is one of the best. Yeah. So have a great fall. Hang in there. All the best to everyone in Florida. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. And please don't forget, you are not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. All right, so hang in there. That's going to do it for us for today. It's 1:40 p.m. here in Chicago. Well, here Central Time in Chicago and in Louisiana. And at 4 o'clock, we'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. Other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Good. And yes, Sarah always adds so much, Betty. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
all right.
goodness.
Have a great rest of your day. Hang in there, and we'll talk tomorrow. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.